Welcome to another episode of Sweet 915. I'm your host, Curtis Smith, and this she ain't here today.
Me,
Fedora, you there?
Fedora, co-host.
Okay.
Can
Hey,
you see me?
Fedora, how you doing?
Hey,
Looking
how
all
are you?
Santa Claus, elfy like.
I'm not an elf, but
What are
I
you?
am a Santa's helper.
Oh,
I'm his
Santa's helper.
favorite, so yes,
Okay.
I'm
Is this your
Santa's
favorite
favorite.
time of the year, Fedora?
It is, Curtis. It is.
Mm,
Christmas time is my favorite time of the year.
yeah. So you buy a lot of
Yep.
gifts, or you expect a lot of gifts?
Mm-mm. Neither. Buy for the
Yeah.
grands, buy for my daughter, my
Okay.
son, and my daughter-in-law. Nah,
Okay.
that's about it. This
Yeah.
year is probably going to be less buying because, the festivities and
Hmm.
planning the
Okay.
nuptials. But yeah,
Okay.
money is tight
Prenuptials.
this year. Hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I decided to stop by the studio today, check out things out here and see what's popping. I
Okay.
couldn't even get a chicken sandwich or nothing from Chick-fil-A that damn week, you know what I'm saying?
You should have brought it with you, man. You never go anywhere without some snacks.
Extra coffee and muffins or something, you know what I'm saying?
Mm,
But it's all
yeah.
good though. When I leave, I'm gonna grab something to eat,
Go
you
get you
know.
some carrot sticks, some celery, get you some peanut butter, some
What?
quinoa,
It's Sunday, girl. Give me some cornbread, turkey necks, and rice.
some other pork chops,
Yes, smothered pork chops, some
some collard
cornbread on the
greens,
side. Some
some
man,
cornbread.
they probably don't have any collard greens
Mm.
because they're probably all gone. People bought all the collard greens and they got to restock them for Christmas. So,
Oh, get you some
uh,
zucchini squash. That's good. Why are you frowning? You don't like squash either, Curtis?
right, right, right. We'll try it. We'll see what happens. Zucchini
So
squash. Text me.
ridiculous.
Text me. Tell me where to get it from. Zucchini
From the
squash.
grocery store, Curtis. It's not an exotic vegetable. It's just squash.
Okay, but I don't know how to cook it.
Oh my goodness. You can
Just
saute
put
it or
fat
you
fat
can
grease in it or
boil it.
something.
No,
Oh,
no.
but it's all good. But
Grapeseed
thanks for hey.
oil or olive oil. Poor
Okay.
thing.
But we
I
want
had
to
to
thank
I had to
everybody for tuning in. I know we're kind of late today, but want to thank everybody for tuning in and checking us out today. Um, what's today's topic? Technical
well.
difficulties earlier. Yeah.
Mhm.
So
We have
we,
some
we,
upcoming events about our Juneteenth
mhm.
2023.
Yep.
Uh, and El Paso's Black community. Are we progressing together? Is our main topic. So,
Ooh. So uh,
mm,
it's a good topic, but we're gonna get into it. Um, so we'll talk about some of the upcoming events first, if you would like to.
okay, we could do that. So, reminder that the Theta Theta Alumni Chapter New Year's Eve event
Hmm.
is going to be happening.
Yeah.
It's going to be New Year's Eve. It's from 9:30 to 1:30 a.m. So you can party there. It's the
Grown and
Grown and
sexy at the
Sexy
Wyndham.
Affair.
Yeah.
And it's at the Wyndham near the airport
Okay.
on Airway. There's a ticket.
So I seen something on here
So
for
pass
Dora
in.
that we didn't catch.
We hosting.
Yeah. So we have
I can't hear you.
it's, it says on the flyer it says hors d'oeuvres. I'm just saying you might want to eat before you come.
Oh, okay. Will be served.
Because hey, they ain't trying to feed you. It's hors d'oeuvres. That's light. So hey,
Oh, okay.
hey,
So come full.
hey, hey, we coming to party. They ain't trying to trying to
They're
feed
not
you.
trying to
So
feed you.
hey, they
So
ain't
it's a
trying. Hey,
cash
hey,
bar.
yeah,
I see on the ticket it says it's a cash bar,
yeah,
souvenirs. So I guess you get the little streamer, the
right,
little
right. The New
blowers
Year's
for
Eve
New
thing.
Year's.
Yeah,
Hors d'oeuvres. and then you have DJ Hunt. That's going
DJ
to be
Hunt.
DJ.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yep. So it's going to
so
be
get
like you
tickets.
say, it's grown and sexy. So it's not a sit down. So hey, just be
Uh,
prepared to have some fun. I think DJ Hunt's pretty good. He's a pretty good DJ.
mhm,
So
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
All
Play some
right.
grown and sexy music. What else we got?
Say, ladies, wear your comfortable shoes.
Yep.
Or wear the heels, take the pictures, and then have the flats on
Hmm.
standby on deck.
Yep. Right.
So we have the Diamonds and Pearls of Day on the 14th of January,
Yep.
2023.
It's going to be at the Centennial Banquet and Conference uh, on Fort
Center.
Bliss. So you might want to, if you don't have a Fort Bliss pass, you might want to go ahead and start applying for your pass now. If you
Mm,
wish to attend this event, because if you're non-military, you're gonna need a pass to get on the installation. So I would encourage
mhm.
those that are going to attend this event to go ahead and get you a pass now.
How long do the passes are valid till? Are they
It
for a
depends on what
month?
you're asking
2 months?
for
Mm,
at the gate, but you got to have you know the right information, paperwork, um,
what, like your
registration,
license and
registration,
registration?
insurance, ID card, and then yeah, you should be good to go.
Mhm. Well, not an ID card, but like your driver's license, right?
Right, driver's license, right, driver's
Yeah,
license, something like that.
as if you can't get on there. Okay.
Yeah. Oh
All
wow.
right. What else we have? Let's see. We have um the El Paso Museum of History will be hosting the next Black History Open House Community Input Session. So, um, from um, the session will take place at the El Paso Museum of History,
Mm-hmm.
510 North Santa Fe Street is the address, and that'll be December the 12th, which happens to land on a Monday, and it'll be from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m.
Okay.
It'll be open house style, and you can stop by whenever it's convenient. More information. So they're just wanting the public to share their own objects and photographs with the museum for display in the exhibit.
Okay.
And then items can either be loaned to the museum or you can actually scan a copy of it and just give it to them.
Okay. Great.
You
Cool.
know.
Yeah.
And then Winter Wonderland, yay! Holiday Vendors Fair, December the 10th. That is what, next
Next
Saturday.
Saturday. Next Saturday.
Mm-hmm. Yep. It's December 10th from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's
Mm-hmm.
at 5307 Hondo Pass here in El Paso. It'll be featuring some of the best vendors in town. Come by, do some Christmas shopping, win some prizes, enter raffles, just have fun and fellowship,
Mm-hmm.
and meet new people. It
Yep.
says for you to park on the west side of the building. So park on the
Gotcha.
west side of the building.
Yeah.
Right, that should be fun.
Get some of that vendor's truck. Get you a variety of different foods here in El Paso, barbecue, Hispanics, Asian food. So it's a lot of good stuff out here
Mm.
that you want to try.
I wonder if they have a vegan truck.
Yeah, they got vegan truck.
They do? What's the
Yeah,
name of
no, but I
I'm
know
gonna have to
somebody out there
start
selling
checking.
vegan.
Really?
You better eat it.
All
You
right.
better eat it while it's hot.
Oh, hush. Like,
I'm
do
just
you have a
saying.
microwave? You know what? Stop slipping on the vegan stuff, okay? Get your life.
I'm not. I like it. It's
All right.
cool. It's very tasteful when it's
You
hot.
talking about eat it. Don't let it get cold.
Yeah,
Be quiet.
I'm telling you.
Don't let them fat back and all that stuff you be eating get cold. How about that?
Oh Lord. What else we got? That's what. All right.
I don't know what else do we have. All
We
right.
got this Juneteenth
The
coming up.
uh-huh. Yeah. 2023. It's a
Yes.
citywide Juneteenth celebration.
Citywide
Community
Juneteenth celebration.
culture connection. Yeah, food, vendors, music. It's a festival, y'all. So come out and participate.
That's right. And it's presented by the Black El Paso Voice and the El Paso City Parks and Recreation.
Yay, yay.
Say that again. Black El Paso Voice and El Paso City Park and Recreation.
All right. So for
So,
more information, you can email the real sweet 915 at gmail.com
yes. And we'll
and
get you
ask
information
the
about that.
questions or, yep, we'll
Yep. Any
slide it
question
to
you
you
may have, and
about vendors.
more information to come, we'll say that on that event
Mhm,
since it's already out
mhm,
there. Now,
exactly.
so
What's next, Curtis?
what I think we can jump into the topic. No?
Okay, we sure.
Oh, voter
What you think?
registration. Oh, oh, it's early
Uh,
voting this week, Laura. Tell us about
it
it.
is. All right, early voting ends. It's been going on since last week, but it ends December the 13th.
Okay.
And election day is December the 17th, which is a Saturday.
Mm,
And what you'll be voting on is some of the people who ran in the last main election. It's a runoff. So
okay.
look back onto EP votes and put in, I think it's for District 6 and 1. So they had some runoffs.
Okay.
Um, so go ahead, look at those people and
Mm,
on epvotes and .com and then, or is it .org? And then yeah, it's .com,
.com. Yep.
epcountyvotes.com.
Mm.
And then yeah, make your selection and then go in and vote. But
I,
if you
I
go
was.
for early vote, you can get it out of the way. Yeah, I'm gonna go early vote this week, probably like Wednesday or so.
But you're not in that district, so why would you vote? So,
It's on
who
my
district?
ballot.
Okay. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, it's on my ballot. It's
Okay.
three people on my sample ballot.
All
All
right.
right, ElPasoBlackPages.com. El Paso Black Pages, please submit your information at El Paso Black Pages at
Yep.
gmail.com.
Yep. A
So
lot of
you
things are
can,
going on in El Paso, and people want to know who to contact or what businesses are that are here to support. And that's your opportunity to put your information into the El Paso Black Pages so that people know who to contact for certain events. If you're a caterer or you are a vendor or you know you may be a DJ or something like that, that's the place to put your information so they can contact you,
mhm.
and you can get some business from people that's transitioning from other states into El Paso. Okay.
Yep. And then, oh, it left. Okay.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
still say the free Black business directory at ElPasoBlackPages.com. So, yeah, make sure that
Okay.
you do that. It's important because you have a lot of people with us being a military city.
Right.
People
Right.
come in all the time and want to know.
They do.
All right, Curtis, what you have?
Okay, so we're gonna talk about this subject here right quick, because I
Mhm.
know it's important to me. I know it's important to you, and it's about are we as Black people in the community in El Paso per se, are we working together? You know what I'm saying? So um,
Mhm.
for
Are we?
me, I would tell you we have a lot of organizations that are here that are doing some great things, but I think we tend to step on each other's toes sometimes when it comes to hosting events uh, or doing things for the community, like support events. That includes churches too. I just had a discussion with somebody today, and they were like, "Well, a food truck, you getting a food truck from somebody is different from, and giving out food is different from having a food pantry and giving out food to people in need from your churches." And I was like,
Mhm.
"Yeah, okay." Yeah. It's like There's a church around the
different.
corner from me every Saturday, starting I think at 10 o'clock. They have
Hmm.
the truck comes out. They download the truck in the
Hmm.
morning, put the stuff on pallets. You come drive through. They put stuff in your car, and you keep moving.
Hmm.
So there's really no pantry. You can't just go to the pantry and get
And get
stuff.
food.
Yeah, so
Hmm.
I
But
consider that.
every Saturday they
But
do that.
yeah, if the food's coming from somebody else, that's not considered uh, given to the community. I don't know, but for
What you
us here,
mean?
no. Like, can you consider that community service? Is what the question was. Is that considered community service if
I
you
think
are
so.
if a truck comes, brings the food to you from say
Hmm.
uh, Farm
Feed the
Fresh,
world. Hmm.
yeah, the world, and they drop this stuff off and say, hey, we're going to give this to you. We want you to donate this to the community. See what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And but all you do is hand the food out to the people. You
Yeah.
know,
It's still community service and it's still providing a service. I don't think it really matters who gives it to you or how you get
mhm,
it per se.
right,
But as long as you're not adding a price tag and somebody gave it to you and you
right,
trying to sell it now, that would be wrong.
right,
But if you're giving it out to people in the community who need it, whether you give it on a Saturday and everybody knows that, okay, this church is giving out food every Saturday. If you want food, you come, you get it, no questions asked. If you have a
yeah,
vehicle, now if they want to add an extra thing to that, maybe for people who are sick and shut in, who
mhm,
maybe they can sign their names up on a list and then have a van go to their homes and then drop it off on the porch.
okay,
However, but I think it's still community service because you're providing that service for the community that, you serve. So,
cool. So so what do you think about? Do you think that we as a black community are working together for the betterment of the community?
um, well, I don't think we work together. I think we work in, I guess, individually,
Hmm.
for the community.
Hmm.
Like you say, the different organizations. But as far as coming together, like having that mindset of, okay, if I have an event and another organization or another group of people want to come and help me with that event, then that's fine, right?
Hmm.
And not to say that this event is the only event that can happen,
Yeah.
right? There can be other events that are happening.
Hmm.
But if these two organizations want to come together and do that one event because
Right.
you have similar other people who want to patronize each event, whatever it may be, then
Right.
sometimes that's difficult. So if you
Hmm.
come together, then both groups can benefit from such event and be able to, I guess, get, funds for whatever it
Money.
is that they are, trying to do.
Yeah.
In that aspect, I don't think we work together.
Okay.
I'll give you another example. Let's say restaurant industry, let's say food, right? Since we
Hmm.
were talking
Hmm.
about food. So let's just say if I have an idea and I say I'm a really good cook, right?
Right.
And I know, let's say soul food restaurant, okay? Because I'm African American, I like soul food. So let's say I have this restaurant and I open it, right? And
Yeah.
it's me and whoever I hire, and maybe some of my family, and we have this restaurant. And there are other soul food restaurants, right? But
Mm.
everybody can't patronize everybody, so somebody's gonna end up
Right.
not getting the patronage that they need or
Right.
would like. So why not have the mindset, and other cultures do it, say, hey, you're good at baking the desserts, that we like. So come on in with me. I'm good at like maybe chitterlings and collard greens and stuff like that, right? Another
What
person
you
is
call
good with smothered pork chops and all this stuff. So we have our things that we're good at. We can't be good at everything, but
it?
each
Right.
person has their specialty, right? And
Yeah.
so you all come together. Let's say it's three people, right? Or two. You come together and open up that soul food restaurant. And all your friends come, all their friends come, all the other person's friends come, and boom, you are booming. You don't have to worry about, oh, making rent because you split it three ways. You know, you're bringing your expertise, you're cooking, everybody's winning, not
Mm,
just one person, but everybody's winning. So if we can get that mentality, which we do not have here in El Paso at the current time, if we can get that mentality, not saying that, oh, I'm doing this, so I don't go over there and patronize this person, da da da, because it's taken out of my pocket. Why don't we come together? Everybody has a specialty, open up a restaurant, and we banging. We doing it. I come in there. I might not like smothered pork chops. I don't eat smothered pork chops, but you might have somebody vegan who can make some, or pescatarian who can make some good catfish. Boom, I'll get the catfish. Oh, over here we have some corn pudding or whatever, some corn. Oh, let me get
some
this.
corn pudding.
Who's doing? Yeah, whatever.
What
Don't
the, what
judge
is
people
corn
what they
pudding?
don't. I guess it's corn that look like dressing. I don't know. It's a pudding. I don't know. But I'm just giving a hypothetical, Curtis. Don't lose it.
I got what you say.
Don't
I'm following you.
stay
I'm
on the
following
track.
you. I'm
Yeah.
following.
So all I'm saying is we can come together to get that result that we're longing for, that we need, but we don't. Everybody thinks it's only one. There can only be one, and if you got it or if you do it, then it's something against the other person. No, it's not. If you want to join, come on. The more the merrier. Please
Yeah.
come. Let's help each other. Let's build. Because other cultures do it. They come with nothing to the United States of America,
Mm.
and they
So
open these shops, and it be all of them in their family, everybody, right?
right.
And they work, and then they branch off. When the other person, they have an idea, they go open up another
Right.
shop,
Yeah.
and it's fine. Everybody's winning,
So
not just one person.
so we talking about that. So let's talk about the entertainment out here. Um, I tend to support
Mhm.
a lot of events out here because there's certain things I like and certain things I don't like. I like the jazz thing. I like the live band thing. Uh,
Mhm.
I don't do the club thing anymore. I don't like the club scene anymore. It's just, I just don't want to see somebody bent over twerking all night. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I'm looking for. Um, and then
You're
you
older,
have,
Curtis. That's why.
right, right. I mean, but I'm not knocking them for what they do. That's the new
No.
trend or whatever.
Yeah.
That's fine. But I don't want to sit there and see that all night. So
Yeah.
so when we talk about certain club scenes, like you're saying, we as African Americans here in El Paso, we tend to want to overstep. I'm gonna use something that happens a lot. I got a
Mhm.
comedy event. My comedy event is on Saturday.
Mhm.
Why would you have a comedy event at your club on Friday? And I got an
Mhm.
event on Saturday.
Mhm.
Now, you and I got to pick and choose. Like, dog, it's Friday. I don't want to go
Mhm.
to this one. Why y'all having a comedy event on Friday and then one on Saturday?
And Saturday.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
We all African Americans, but you want the black population to support what you're doing because it might be a popular comedian, but this on this Friday night, it might be somebody well known. It might be somebody from say Houston, Texas, or Chicago or something that just coming down trying to get exposure. But you
Mhm.
trying to promote, you trying to promote your business and you trying to get the support of the African American community.
Mhm.
But then it's somebody
It's
else you
split.
already knew was having an event like
Mhm.
3 months out. And then all of a sudden, oh
You pop
well,
up with yours.
yeah. And then we saying, well, we all can get money. Uh, I don't want to go to two comedy events. Why couldn't y'all just partner and have one comedy event that
Mhm.
Saturday? And I go to one event and we all get paid. You see what
There
I'm
it
saying?
is.
We all get
Everybody
paid.
wins. Yeah. Well, I say we all
And
win.
that's just one example of what we do. And it's good that uh, I see some of the organizations, whereas they're getting it. You know what I'm saying? If you got an event
Mhm.
in
Yeah.
January, January, the first week of January, why would I have an event on January, the first week of January, when we all try to get the same group of people to support? You know, maybe we need to reach out and try to entertain
Say,
everybody, but
hey,
we don't
let's
know.
do together. Yeah.
Or we could do it together, right? Like the Kappas and the the
Keep.
AKAs, and you have the Zetas and the Sigmas are doing their thing. Instead of them doing their own thing, they said, well, we get together, let's do it, and let's split the money down the middle. We all doing it. We all have the same common goal, which is to give back to the community, give free
Mm-hmm.
scholarships, mentor the youth and stuff like that. So in this way,
Mm-hmm.
we can do that. But then you have other events. Um, we 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 have other events that come about, whereas we tend to step on each other in the community. But then when you don't support, then you say, well, my people's not supporting me. No, it's not that. It's just that, okay, I don't want to mess with the nonsense. You knew this was coming up. Why would you do that to that person? You know what I'm saying? Why would you have that event the same day as my event? Now I would say this, say like the Juneteenth is coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wants to do Juneteenth, right? But when it's time to
Mm-hmm.
sit down at the table, everybody has these different ideas of what Juneteenth is supposed to look like and what Juneteenth
Yeah,
is. My thing is, and I say this all the time, Juneteenth is a celebration.
it
It's a
is.
celebration. So to sit there and hear somebody talk about uh, when we crossed the Mississippi to get to stop the slaves in Texas, okay, I got it. You got to give them a piece of history, but we don't need a 15-minute speech. Just tell them what it is, and let's get back to the festivities of celebration, celebrating freedom. You know,
Yeah. Give
dance.
the history, give the
Yep,
brief history for our youngsters,
yep. For our youngsters.
and explain to them, and then yeah,
Yep,
these things are
yep,
done, maybe
mhm,
like the dance, right? You
yep,
can have an
yep.
area that gives the history about that, and
Right.
then this is
And
why we dance this way, or this is why we do this. So give the history, but then have the actual thing that
yeah,
we enjoy doing. The food,
celebration.
okay, this is
Give
what,
them a give them
yeah,
a
and it's
taste of
still a cell.
give them a taste of
Yeah,
our history. You can
yeah.
you can have free samples of whatever you said, cream corn and cornbread,
I'm just making up
whatever you
something. Yeah,
said.
corn pudding.
I'm saying, hey, you can show them how to make. Tell them these sweet potatoes is real sweet potatoes. This ain't out the can. This sweet
Hmm.
potato right here. You can eat it raw. You could fry it. You could put some butter
Hmm.
on a baked potato, a baked sweet. Hey, you can eat all kinds of ways, and this is ways that we ate it back then. Now, if they want to get a sample of them chitlins, you have a little card explaining why you eat chitlins, why you eat hog maws, why you eat neck bones. You give a little brief. It should be a card up to give a brief and give them a little sample. Those the celebration should be about. Don't just pile of stuff on their plate and they like, what is this? Okay, I know what it is. I ain't gonna eat it, but put it on my plate. But I'm saying give them a brief history. And guess what? It's June. It's a Juneteenth celebration. Everybody doesn't have to have an event on that same day. You could say this is Juneteenth celebration. You can have a week-long celebration. Every organization can have the Juneteenth celebration to talk about Juneteenth. It doesn't have to be, everybody doesn't have to have it on the Juneteenth day, and you shouldn't be
Yeah.
upset that somebody else has an event. As long as it's not the same, if your event is at 10 and their event is at 10, then let's sit down. Hey, make a phone call. Hey, I've been planning this for about 6 months. Can you like move your event to the left a little bit
Or
so I can
come
come
over
and support
on
your
that
event as
event.
well? Right. You
Yeah.
invite them and say, can you move your event to the left a little bit? I want to support your event too, because I want to get some ideas of maybe how I can make the event different. You know what I'm saying? And that gives
Or
city officials an
or
opportunity to come to your events as well, so they can see that we're
yeah.
doing something, and maybe you get funding to whereas we can have the big collaboration of Juneteenth celebration with all of the organizations and give a little piece of history from all the organizations and about our heritage and you can get the Buffalo soldiers to dress up in the Buffalo uniforms and talk a little bit about Juneteenth and just but you got to be open to
Yeah.
everybody's ideas. I think when you have too many
Mm.
people at the table, it causes too much. Well, why won't we do this, or why we won't do that, or why we won't do this, and we should do that. So hey, just keep it simple for the first time, and let's support everybody else. We shouldn't be upset that somebody's taking the lead. Oh, my name's not on the flyer, or my organization's name is not on the flyer. You know, why I gotta be, why I
Mm.
gotta be
That's
this organization. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
And that's a lot of the problem. The I guess the reasoning or the motivation behind it. When you find yourself, and this is just my opinion, when you find yourself where you're worried about who gets the credit, then I think you need to kind of self reflect and figure out what are you doing, right? Because it doesn't matter who gets the credit, right? We all like thank yous, we all like, the
mhm,
attaboys and the congratulations. But when you're really doing it for your culture, for your community, it doesn't matter whose name is on it. I could
mhm,
care less. As long as it's a good event, we're coming together,
yeah,
we're progressing forward, and we're doing this thing where everybody wins. Doesn't have
mhm,
to just be one. If
yeah.
we come together and work together, man, I mean, it,
Everybody gets the spotlight.
yeah, you and
Everybody gets the
don't even
spotlight.
care about a spotlight,
Yeah.
but you everybody wins, and that's the thing. We want each other. That's the same thing with the Black El Paso pages and stuff. Put your information in there. People, come to El Paso, and I've had many people ask me, okay, so what are because I want to pay, give my patrons, give my money so my
Mhm,
dollar goes back into my community.
yeah.
So hey, tell me where these places are, and you if your name is not in there,
Mhm,
then we
yeah.
can't promote you. Other people can, not saying that only black people,
Yeah.
but when you have other people from other cities come, they ask, they want to know, because they are buying stuff on purpose so that our dollar goes back within our
Right.
community of
Yeah.
people who look like us. And that's okay, because other cultures do it all the time. We try to
Yeah.
do it, our own people look down, or don't, or afraid, oh, I don't want to be listed in, like, what are you talking about? You don't want to be listed in the black directory, the for black businesses. Not saying that you're excluding anybody else coming to your business, or you
Mhm,
helping someone, but put it in
right.
there, because people come and they want to give you their money because they
Yeah.
want that dollar to go further, in our community. And that's okay. That's
Right.
okay. Don't be afraid of that. Yeah.
Yeah. Where's the hey, y'all got a soul food restaurant, especially guys that come in here that's military that are African American. Hey man, where's soul food restaurant? I'm like, I don't have one. You know what I'm saying? But if you go to the black directory, maybe they could find, because I mean, to be honest with you, they don't advertise enough. They don't advertise.
Mm-mm.
So it's by word of mouth, you know.
It
And I'll
is.
be straight up with you. The one I just went to, G Soul Food, that was word of mouth. I heard that through word of mouth.
Okay.
Hey, there's a new soul food restaurant in town. I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, it's on Dyer. Oh, where at? And I
About.
just happened to stumble upon it. And I was like, hey, I know the person. Like, hey, man, why you ain't telling me you got to, oh, well, I'm just, we just getting started. We haven't done our grand
Tell
opening,
me.
you know, uh, but like you said, it's about advertising. It's about letting them know that's where you grow. Maybe you get a catering gig on the installation, because once thing, and I've been hearing this a lot lately. El Paso's losing that military friendly stigma that they used to have. Not military friendly anymore. You know, that one.
Oh,
But if it wasn't Fort Bliss, El Paso wouldn't be as large as it is. All those houses out there. If you take this installation away,
yep.
real estate business will go down out here, because the military is
Mm-hmm.
what's helping those businesses to grow. Um, like for
Yep.
instance, you talking about um, on the far east side, they got a Texas Roadhouse out there now. They got a Cracker Barrel out in the Horizon City. It ain't
Mm-hmm.
because of the regular people
Mm-hmm.
moving here; it's the military people that are moving here. So I'm just saying, got to get back to supporting our military. Uh, and like we can, what you call it, digressed? Yeah, I digress. We was talking about we
Mm-hmm.
as African
Yeah.
American community, same things, and I'm not giving the churches a pass either. I'm not giving them a pass. They're the same way. I've seen where they're trying to steal members. I think trying to take somebody's members to go to your, oh, well, why are you going to that church? You need to come over to this church. Well, guess what? How about this? How about I YouTube it and watch it on TV? Then I can watch who I want to watch. How about that? Because they'll tell you, oh, you would like to make a donation, or if you like to, yeah, I agree with him. The black community in El Paso scatter. You got the West Side. Hey, I'm not coming from the West Side to go over here to party with them, especially if the event is not even worth getting out your house to go see. You got people from the far east side, which is the area that's growing off of Joe Battle out there. That area is growing tremendously. You got Horizon City. You got to give the people something to look forward to. African Americans, we talking about when you want them to come to your event, like you said, they don't want to come there and you have dressed and you twerking and all that. They don't want to see that. Or you want me to support you want me to support your establishment, but you charging me $25 for half a pork chop and and a muffin. You know what I'm saying? With a scoop of gravy and rice and green beans, but then you want me to support your establishment. That's not going to work. And I got to leave the Far East Side. I got to leave Horizon. I got to leave the West Side to come to that. No, I'm not doing that. So then you're gonna say, well, my black community doesn't support me. Give me something to support you for. Be supportive of, like I said, support me before I became famous. So support me now so that I can make my food cost effective, you know. But you can't give me two big pork chops and then 6 months down, like, oh, we had to cut back, but the price is still the same. So guess what? For me, Fedora, I'm not coming out. It's not that I don't want to support you. It's just that I don't want to pay $25 for one pork chop, some gravy and rice, or some mac and cheese, or some fried okra for $25. And oh yeah, and I still got to buy the $2 drink. See what I'm saying? Plus tax, and I don't get the 10% military discount. See what I'm saying? I ain't come back here no more. I'm here to support you. Thank you, but I ain't coming back no more. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not trying to say I don't want to support my black people with their businesses. All I'm saying is I'm not gonna pay that price. I'm not being cheap. Give me, because I done been to other establishments. I done been to a Hispanic
Give me
restaurant.
enough food that will warrant that 25.
Yeah. Oh, I got me a brisket taco. Ooh, I couldn't even eat it. It was so much stuff. It was so much I couldn't even eat it.
You
But
couldn't eat it. You.
yeah, brisket taco. It's good. Smoked brisket taco. It's pretty good. They put the cheese on it.
That sounds
Put
good.
that green stuff and the white stuff and onions. But I scrape all that off. I just want the taco, the lettuce, tomatoes. Yeah, I'm a simple guy. I don't need all that other stuff. Yeah, the beans. Yeah, the beans. But yeah, I do that. But we as African Americans here in El Paso, we have to find a way to come together, and we have to be positive about it. Everybody's strong-minded now. Everybody's educated. Hell, Fedora got a master's, but that don't mean she can't be able to communicate effectively so that we can be successful as a whole, because we're the minority. So in the minority, we got to support, just like you were saying earlier, with the Asians coming to America. They all work together, and once they get to a certain point, they branch off. Then they got another Chinese restaurant. They got another this. They got another wig shop over here. It's the same people who own the wig shop, but it's on the west side. It's on the east side. It's on the north
east side.
Yeah, but
Be a
they
brother,
all work together.
a cousin.
Right. So you could do a soul food restaurant. Start here in northeast. Put one on the west side. Put one over in the far east side. Food trucks are the thing out here. You do a food truck. You know what I'm saying? When it's gone, it's gone. That's it. Yeah. Man, hey, this Mr. McDuffie, boy, I just had this conversation with somebody.
What?
He said too many business owners are hustling instead of focusing on customer service and growing a real business. Man, I just had this conversation with somebody. I had to ask her, are you about the business or you about the hustle? Because you got too much going on. You got too much going on. You got too much going on. You got to focus on the business so that it can grow instead of the hustle. The hustle only gonna last for so long.
Yeah.
The business is going to be longevity. You're going to be around a lot longer. But if you're about to hustle, you selling place out your house, that's a hustle. I'm just
Mm-hmm.
saying. I know
Yeah.
I know our producer don't want me to say that, but I'm keeping it real. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
keeping it real, Fedora, right? Any topic is
Yep.
taboo. You selling
Not
places out
taboo.
your house, you hustling. You could
Yep.
start there, but then you need to get the business plan together,
Business plan.
get the get
Yeah.
and get
To move it.
the business, the building or the truck, and build on that, and then continue to
Mhm.
grow. You can't just do. You
Yeah.
can't sell.
Or start with the truck,
Right.
and then grow to the restaurant. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
But we
Yeah.
start somewhere, man. Well, we got to get Duffy McDuffie on here. We got to get him on
Mhm.
here, man. We got to talk real talk. Yep, about the
And
hustle,
if
not the business. That's what I'm talking about
that's
here.
it.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you're listening, we will have an in-person community forum for Black
Mm-hmm.
people to share about our progress here in El Paso. So if you're interested in participating, please email us at the real sweet915@gmail.com, or you can text 915-209-1850. That's
Yep.
915-209-1850.
Yeah. Yeah.
So hit us up. Yep.
Yeah.
But it's important that we start the conversation and that people start to think in that realm, because
Mm-hmm.
sometimes if nobody ever brings it to the attention, then like
Somebody wants to
people
say
just
something.
don't think about it because they don't have that mindset, right?
It
But
ain't
if
no big.
somebody you know makes a point of it
Mm-hmm.
and blows it up, or make you notice it and see, then maybe some minds can be changed to that, and we get on the bandwagon and start to come together instead of working counterproductive um to what our goal is for each other. So yeah. All right.
Agree.
What else you got, Curtis?
Uh, Mr. Merriweather says it makes no sense. It makes sense, but many will run to other non-black sponsored events and pay for that cold, cold nasty beef, while they really don't care about the black community. They just want our money.
Cold
That's
nasty
true though. I
rose.
gotta give. That's true. That's true. But we get. But okay, okay. So I'm gonna say this. You got to give me something to spend my money on as African American. Like I said, you can't you can't have Ricky Smiley's opening act and want to charge me $50 for Ricky Smiley's opening act and charge me for a $50 comedy event. I'm not gonna pay for that because he's the opening act. That means he's not funny. He just got a couple of
That
jokes
don't
that
mean he not funny.
he ain't funny.
Who not?
I don't know, but I'm just saying.
He, if you talking about Ricky, now Ricky is funny.
No, I'm
So
not talking
you
about
might
Ricky. I'm
want to
saying
change
you
that.
you bring he okay. This
If you
guy does
bring
not have
somebody that's a no name, so
right.
I know what you're saying. Somebody
Right,
that's a
bringing a
no
no
name that
name
you
out
don't
here
know,
and want to charge you
because you
fifty
giving them a
dollars.
shot.
They're like,
Yeah.
wow, okay, because hey, the no names go to the comedy club right out there. Some of them guys, I've never heard them before, but I'll pay $10 for that. I mean, $10 to go to the comedy club to
20.
watch an up and coming comedian. I'll do that. I'll support that. But when you come here and you're a no name, you charge me $50 and saying, oh yeah, he was on, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing
Mm.
that. I understand. I want to support my black owned businesses, but I'm not. It's plenty of times where I said, who is this guy again? YouTube him. Nah, I ain't going to that. I'm not spending my $50. Yep, I'm
Well,
paying real
well,
money
it's
for
important
headliners.
to.
That's it. Yep.
Mhm.
I'm paying money for real. I'm not paying. No, I'm not doing it. Like I said, I can go to comedy club and watch upcoming action. They're pretty funny in there too. Uh, but I'm
Mhm.
not paying $50 for a no name. Not doing it. Gotta do it. But yeah,
Mhm.
Fedora.
I feel you.
You got to give the people something. You got to give me something to
It's
say.
simple.
Yeah, I'll come back to that. I'll come back to that. I definitely support you again because you did that. You did that. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mhm,
just saying.
mhm,
But you know, I don't have anything else. I think we kind of hit it, and I think you brought it up about the discussion with our leaders. And Mr. McDuffie will definitely be in touch with you, sir. So I know you had a lot to say, and I think you brought us some important point. You brought us some great points in our discussion today about us in the African American community here in El Paso. And I think that it needs to be heard, and definitely it'll be live. So anybody else would like to come on, you definitely could be a part of that discussion the panel. Whereas we could talk
mhm,
about this again and find out what it is that we could do to make the communication better, for us to work together and build what we already got here, and stop being so scattered and want to come together and say, if we have this is what I'll support and this is what I won't support, type of thing. So we can, those that have those type of businesses that could say, okay, I'm gonna give you what you want, but I need you to support me, type of thing. So, all right.
mhm.
So, what you got for the people, Fedora, before we get out of here?
Hey, just keep loving your heart. Enjoy Christmas. This whole month. Make sure that sometimes it's kind of rough for some of our friends and family. So if you're
Yeah.
aware, that someone's lost somebody during this season,
Mm-hmm.
make sure you keep them in your prayers and make sure you contact them, talk to them, call them, shoot them a text, give them a phone call, just talk to them to hear their voice and see how they're doing, and just let them know that they were on your mind, and
Right.
I'm sure that'll make their day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll say this too, Fedora. I'll go ahead and caveat of what you got. Mental health is real. Uh, you know, it's the holiday season, whereas just reach out to somebody and be an ear for somebody to listen, because for me, I've lost some relatives around the holidays, and it just ain't the same being at home anymore, for me. So I just we always call each other around this time, because we lost some close ones
Hmm.
during this time of year, Thanksgiving, Christmas time. So for us, for my family, uh, we kind of reach out to each other, make sure we all right. So I would
Hmm.
encourage you to do the same thing with your family. You might have lost your mother this year, or your father, or a child, or another relative that's been close to you. You know, brothers and sisters, sit down and just do something together, um, in remembrance of them. Maybe cook a meal that uh, they used to cook. For me,
Hmm.
turkey wings is my thing, because I love my grandmother cooked them turkey wings. So my sister makes the turkey wings for me. Thank you, Monique Sanders. I appreciate you. Nikki, appreciate you doing that for me, because she know that's what my grandma used to cook, and I love it. So I'm kind of
Hmm.
spoiled when I go home. That's all I want. You give me a whole pan of turkey wings with some fried cabbage, and we good to go with
Mm.
some rice.
Ooh, that sounds good. Ooh, I
Sure.
wish I miss my cabbage. Ooh, I miss cabbage so much.
You miss your cabbage.
I miss
So
cabbage, but I can't eat it. I miss collard greens too, but I can't eat it. My body won't allow me to.
yeah,
It's so
but
sad.
I encourage y'all to do that. And thanks again for tuning in this week 915. We'll be back on December the 18th, right here. Yeah, December the 18th. And I will have my Christmas gear on for you, Fedora. Uh,
Finally, Curtis. Good
yeah,
gracious. Come on now.
find me a
You got to
Santa
step
tight
your
shirt,
game up.
Santa shirt. They got them at
Why it's
Walmart.
got to be tight?
Show y'all
Well,
my
get
thick.
your size, Curtis. Don't.
Yeah, get my thick. Hey, now I'm gonna
You
give
gonna
me a
work on
tight
that
shirt.
6 pack?
I'm gonna get hey, Fedora, I'm gonna get a muscle shirt. I'm going back
Don't
to the
do it.
90s, baby. I'm gonna get a muscle shirt. Hey,
Go have your
muscle shirt
big
with the
gold
guy that ain't
chain.
had no muscles, just had the muscle shirt. You know what I'm saying?
Don't do it. Don't do it.
All
And then
right.
get your hat and pull it to the side. Have it
Yeah,
crooked down.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Have the little thing to the side like this.
But
Oh,
thanks again
crazy.
for tuning in. We'll see you December the 18th, same time, same place, 4 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, right here.
Oh, I got one more thing to. Oh, we done. I got one more thing to say. Thank you, Miss Ricky. Thank you, Miss Ricky.
Oh,
She said she loved my hat. It's the hat that's doing it.
I know,
And
right?
it changes colors. It changes colors. It changes to green. See, I could change it
Yeah,
to green.
that's
Yeah.
cool. All right.
All right.
Y'all have the best one now.
Merry Christmas.